The new wave of professional wrestling, Capital Wrestling.
I'm standing here with Sonny Kiss after what appeared to be a devastating loss against Paul Jourdain. Sonny, how are you feeling in this moment right now?
I don't even know how to feel. You know, it's every dog has their day, and I had my moment, and I guess it's time for his. I'm just, you know, I don't know. I hope I made my family proud still, you know, but. You know, like I said, every dog has their day, and it's his time this time, and I respect him for what he did, so that's all.
And it seemed as though he had some respect for you after lending out his hand to you in the ring, and what are your thoughts on that? Were you expecting that at all?
I wasn't. Candace, I really wasn't. And, like I said, I respect him for what he did. I appreciate that.
So what happens next?
It's up in the air. I know I have to continue to keep, you know, proving myself. It's just, I gotta do it for the fans, for Jersey City, you know, so, I know.
And your fans and Jersey City appreciate you too. Thank you so much, Sonny.
Thanks, Phil.
Back to Capital. Gotta have some fun.
And welcome to Capital Wrestling.
What's up?
I'm Harry Turjanian, Mr. Entertainment, joined of course by, well, Mr. Play-by-Play, Stephen James.
It's a beautiful day here in the Capitol, and I still have a job thus far.
That's
although
because
Harry has threatened me in the street at least 2 or 3 times.
Well, I'm a generous man.
A returning Isaiah Wolf. We haven't seen him in the Capitol in quite a few months. Excited here to make his return.
And in that time, his appreciation for the fans certainly hasn't grown.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Kit Osborne making his return to Capital Wrestling. The last we saw, Kit Osborne was in 6-man tag action alongside.
In the ring, out of the ring, at the bar.
At the bar.
All over the place.
Kit Osborne, as I've called many times, pound for pound, the strongest member of the Capital Wrestling locker room. I firmly believe that.
Well, I mean, you know, he's certainly got a lot of talent, a lot of potential, but at times you gotta wonder if his mentality, his demons, so to speak, get the best of him. And now look at this. Kit Osborne and Isaiah Wolf finally facing off. And we're starting up this match.
Yo, get your adulation now, kid, because it's the last time they're going to cheer for your ass.
Oh.
Little jaw jack in there.
Right into one of our cameramen.
All the way back to Maine.
Being a cameraman's a dangerous occupation here. Don't let anyone
Double
tell
leg
you
takedown.
differently. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Close fist there from Kid Osborne, referee.
Takes him underneath, but then gives him some closed fists too. Rolls him over. Both men exchanging heavy blows here.
And the street brawling style of Isaiah Wolf, the American gangster. But Kid Osborne, like you said, pound for pound, scrappy as anybody on the Capital Wrestling roster for sure. And smartly, Kid Osborne going to take a bit of a breather.
A breather?
I was being facetious there. Going after
no breather. Kid Osborne
Isaiah
is all
Wolf.
motor.
Again, all the talent in the world, but you got to wonder, there are times where you wonder if his head is fully in the game.
Countered and thumb to the eye.
And
Isaiah Wolf.
And it better be, it better be fully in the game against somebody like the American gangster, Isaiah Wolf.
Double stomp. Still on the outside, though.
There's
Kicking Kid Osborne back in.
a misnomer, a misunderstanding, a wrong idea that somebody,
Cover 1, 2.
that being street smart means you're dumb everywhere else. You can see the thought process of Isaiah Wolf as he's laying into Kid Osborne now, taking full advantage and going to work on that shoulder too. You see the shoulder wrap, and now Isaiah Wolf goes to work. Ooh,
Clubbing blow to the back. Isaiah Wolf not giving Kid Osborne a moment to breathe here. Cover 1, 2. 2 count only.
Isaiah Wolf a little bit chastising the referee for what he considers a slow count. But Isaiah Wolf, used to getting what he wants.
Everything but Candice Cordelia.
That doesn't mean he's stopped trying, believe me. I have to deal with that too.
Think he still has that AOL email? Clubbing blows in the corner. Both of these men hungry for opportunity here. Isaiah Wolf going to the body.
Ooh. Look at those.
Jaw jacking some more. Irish whip into the corner.
Ooh, laying that elbow in there.
Dodged the boot. You saw with one arm he dodged the boot by Kid Osborne and then spun that elbow right into the jaw of Kid Osborne.
Again,
taking Kid up to the top, though.
The cerebral thought process of everything he does, very methodical. Don't be fooled. It only serves that street aggression that he has. And why he...
Headbutt, knocking him down. Kid Osborne going up top, looking to fly.
And he's very dangerous from the top rope.
Double axe handle smash. Shades of the Macho Man.
And someone like Kid Osborne using all his body weight. From the top
double
rope.
axe handle smash again.
He gets all that momentum from the top rope because, again, he knows he's not the biggest dog in the fight. But there's a reason he's still here in Capital Wrestling.
Cover 1, 2. 2 count only.
And again, we haven't seen Isaiah Wolf in a long time here. But Kid Osborne, for as much as the fans love him, he's not exactly been on the best streak here at Capital Wrestling.
Focusing now in singles action. Isaiah Wolf catches him off guard.
A lot of people think he's got focus issues. He takes his eye off the ball a lot of times. And that's what's held him back. Again, I don't think it's his size that's held him back. And a kick
2
out.
count as Kid Osborne kicks out again.
Only 2. I don't think it's his size that's held him back. You have a lot of greats who've been quote-unquote undersized. The Rey Mysterio, for example. I think the mentality is more important than that size. And Isaiah Wolf slowly again going to work on him. Punch
Strikes to the gut again. And again, right to that abdominal region and then to the face. The incredulous look on Isaiah Wolf. Gets him up. Looking to get him up for a suplex. Couldn't roll through. 1, 2, 3 count.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a...
Kid Osborne.
What a tremendous upset.
And Isaiah Wolf beside himself as Kid Osborne
Proving me wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
using his speed and agility and a little bit of cunning there.
A little bit of cunning, a little bit of luck, it doesn't matter. What matters is he got the W. And an impressive victory here at Capitol Wrestling. I mean, maybe it's the tide is turning on Kid Osborne, but a well-deserved win, a hard-fought fight against somebody who's a very dangerous competitor in Isaiah Wolf.
And the fans in the Capitol loving Kid Osborne here. Victorious on Capitol Wrestling.
It's a new era here in Capitol Wrestling, and Kid Osborne making the most of it, changing his momentum, changing his status here in Capitol Wrestling, and who knows where else it can go.
With the Capitol Wrestling, with the Sapphire Television Championship being vacated by the Memfo Mofo, now could Kid Osborne be put in line as everything? Harry, you've got everything shaken up here. It's all unexpected.
Listen,
now.
He impressed me, but there's a lot of people vying for that championship. It's one of the most prestigious championships in wrestling, especially because it gives you free access to Sapphire's Gentlemen's Club, a place I call my home away from home.
Well, go home.
Tool number 3 for wrestling's 5-tool player Anthony Bowens is intelligence. You can never, ever underestimate the importance of possessing intelligence both in the ring and outside of the ring. I've been lucky enough to have been trained by some of the great minds in the business: Pat Buck, Mario Baccara, Dan Mock, Kurt Hawkins. And outside the ring, I've earned a bachelor's degree in television production, and I'm a 2-time Big East academic all-star. You have to understand that it's great to have a bunch of in-ring skills, but it's also important to have everything in order up here. 5 tools, 1 rule. Prove them wrong.
Capitol Wrestling is brought to you by BetDSI. Whether it's Capitol Wrestling action or the world of football, basketball, baseball, hockey, or even politics and television, BetDSI gives you a chance to take part in what's going on. Sign up using the code CAP120, and BetDSI will match up to 120% of your initial deposit. That's code CAP120 at signup. Head to betdsi.eu now and get in on the action. That's betdsi.eu.
Are you in need of a lawyer who will fight for you? Well, EDA Law will go off the top rope for you and your needs. Pro wrestling veteran Eric Anderson has brought his no-nonsense approach from the ring to the courtroom. The New England Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer and his team focuses on business law, criminal defense, and representing members of the pro wrestling industry. For more information, head on over to edalaw.com. That's edalaw.com. EDA Law, for those in the law who wrestled, know how to wrestle the law.
It's time for the fabulous finish of the week, sponsored by To Be the Man.
Oh! Spinning pile driver, number 1, 2, 3.
And new Capitol Wrestling Champion, ending
That was the fabulous finish, sponsored by To Be the Man, available on Amazon.com.
We are just moments away from determining a brand new Sapphire Television Champion. And with me right now, we have the Colossal Mike Law and Anthony Gangone. Mike Law, do you have a few words?
Of course I have a few words, but I insist that my good buddy Anthony Gangone, you may want to wait till I finish my sentence, take the mic ahead. Go ahead, Anthony.
All right, relax. Don't get so aggressive. You can start. No problem with me.
You know what? I do a lot of the talking most of the time. I'm going to let you take the lead. Go ahead.
No, Mike, I really insist. You should really just say whatever you want to say.
Well, if you insist. I'm here to tell you that no matter how great you are, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have told people time and time again, the only person stopping you, Anthony Gangone, from being one of the world's greatest professional wrestlers is you yourself. And tonight, as much love as I have for you, my brother, I'm going to tell you this. It is going to be you that stops yourself from winning that title.
Well, here's the deal. Unlike most people, I actually listen to my friends. And I'm going to take your advice, and I'm going to beat you tonight and make sure I don't get in my own way. And just remember this, Mike. You want the title, I need the title. I think my music's playing, so I'll see you out there, kid.
Back to you at ringside.
We are here to crown a new Sapphire Television Champion and two very worthy competitors in the world of Capital Wrestling, the one above all, Anthony Gangone, hoping that this can finally be his first championship here in Capital Wrestling. But standing in his way, of course, is the Colossal Mike Law.
The purpose of why, the higher purpose that the Memphis Mofo cited as he vacated the title is still unclear. What is clear is that you're in for a treat, as the one above all, Anthony Gangone, and the Colossal Mike Law, a former Sapphire Television Champion, will go one-on-one in our main event.
And here he is, the previously alluded to former Sapphire Television Champion, the Colossal Mike Law. A topsy-turvy year to say the least for Colossal Mike Law, but now he finds himself with an opportunity to once again be the Sapphire Television Champion.
Oh, don't say it so casually. Finds himself with an opportunity. This man has earned this opportunity, going through members of the National Wrestling Alliance, despite being targeted with a chain that Miss Christine by Bull Crockett. He overcame that, set up a title shot against the man who stole the title from him, the Memphis Mofo. But all of a sudden, the Memphis Mofo at Colossal Confrontation couldn't be there, talking about this higher purpose. But Mike Law keeps going, and now he has his shot that he earned for the Sapphire Television Championship.
Look, however he got here, he's here. That's all that matters.
That's not all that matters, and you know it.
Well, whatever. I own the company, and all that matters to me is who's the champion, who represents his company. Now look, I admit that there have been times that I have not been a fan of the Colossal Mike Law.
Times?
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge of the action when the bell rings, Mr. Michael Keener. Introducing first to my left, fighting out of New York, New York, with an official weight of 180 pounds, the one above all, Anthony Gangone! And his opponent to my right, fighting out of the Ave of the strongest, standing at 4 feet 10 inches tall.
4 feet?
6 feet 10 inches tall. With an official weight of 475 pounds, he is Colossal Mike Law!
You know what? I like this crowd. I like this.
And here we go. We are set finally.
Matchup for the vacant Sapphire Television Championship.
Hoping to And now finally ending some confusion, hopefully, to what has been a very bizarre series of events the last several weeks.
Both of these men had tense words backstage, but showing a little bit of respect here.
And look, it gets very competitive. Again, this is a prestigious championship. There's a lot of great championships in this industry. And look at that. This is going to be a technical classic. I mean,
both of these men no stranger to each other, having competed in multi-man matches on the same side as well as against each other. Both men very familiar, are staples in the tri-state area.
Now again, this championship, a match that was supposed to happen between Mike Law and the Memphis Mofo. The Mofo, initially the word I got was that the limousine with him and the girls from Sapphires, the fantastic ladies of Sapphire's Gentlemen's Club, got detoured. I thought was a championship celebration that was premature. Then I got the championship belt in the mail. And listen, I understand it's mysterious. I got 7 different voicemails from Memphis Mofo, and I still don't understand exactly what he was telling me.
Shoulder block takedown, but countered easily. Anthony Gangone back in control.
But he apparently has some higher power, some higher purpose, at least, that he's looking forward to, and then decided to vacate the championship.
A higher purpose, perhaps, is what Anthony Gangone is looking for here, as he has stated that he needs to win this title.
And I don't disagree with Anthony Gangone. I mean, look, he's a fantastic wrestler. He's made, oh, look at that. And you see the two of these. You see how
getting ahead of steam here is Mike Law.
How evenly matched these two are, going back and forth. Ooh. Oh, smartly going after that shoulder, which we know was injured at the last event we had.
At the Colossal confrontation.
Against the Bo Show, Bo Crockett. Gangone being thrown to the outside and then refusing to give up.
Separating his shoulder, but staying in that matchup.
Continuing that match, and again, that's one of those things you wonder in that moment. Yes, he continued that match, but is there long-term effects? And obviously,
we might be seeing that here.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Law, smartly, by the way, taking advantage of that. And that's a side of Mike Law I really do respect. Maybe he's, becoming a little more intense. But
using that bad arm hand to push him off, create some sort of separation here.
Senior official Mike Keener checking on Gangone. Will he continue? Mike Law offered maybe a handshake, but Gangone pushing away and aggravating Mike Law, now just stomping him in the chest.
All the pleasantries and sportsmanship seem to be gone here, as this is escalating quickly in our main event title match.
Listen, friendships have been lost, brother.
Beautiful suplex there by Mike Law, but 2 count only.
Families have been torn apart, wrestling, something changes when the championship is at stake. It's easy to be friendly when it's just a quote-unquote just a match, which it should never be, but
both of these men have been champions all around the country, but fighting for one of the most prestigious prizes in Capital Wrestling. The Colossal Mike Law, our inaugural Sapphire Television Champion. And Anthony Gangone looking for his first gold here in Capital Wrestling.
And, oh, here we go, Mike Law. Dropping that colossal elbow.
Cover one.
And Gangone said he needs to win this championship, and I don't disagree with him. Gangone is a fantastic wrestler, but his record here in Capital Wrestling isn't indicative of that.
After going undefeated for almost a year, I believe, then coming up against Darius Carter, who perhaps got into his head. Now Anthony Gangone trying to collect himself.
Sure. And again, listen, yeah, he went undefeated for a year, and that was great. But at the end of the day, when it mattered during championship matches, he's come up a bit short. And he's a fantastic wrestler. I'm not trying to say anything against him, but you want to be fantastic at the company you're working for now. It's different,
The fans here in Hoboken split down the middle, as both of these men have earned the respect of the Capital Wrestling faithful. But respect won't win titles here tonight. Which man has more in him? Mike Law picking up Gangone. Irish whip, reversed, but held onto it. Driving that knee into the midsection. Holding onto it again. Side Russian leg sweep with the float over for Flair. 1 count only.
And we're seeing a little bit of frustration on Mike Law's part, you know.
You have to consider the frustration has to be building as the goalpost has continually been moved for him.
You know, and I don't doubt that's got to be frustrating for the man. I mean, you know, last month he came in expecting a title shot and instead took on Logan Black, which is no treat. That's no consolation prize, by the way. The King of Chaos, Logan Black, surviving that.
A hard-hitting war between those two men that you can catch on our YouTube, youtube.com/Capital Wrestling, where you can catch all of our episodes.
And now Gangone, ooh, trying to hold on. You can see the pain. Ooh.
Counters with that kick, but look at the energy that it's taken. Gangone trying to shake out the hands, maybe losing some feeling in that hands due to the shoulder. The pain. We've seen Anthony Gangone overcome so much here in Capital Wrestling. Can he overcome a determined Mike Law?
And now these two both down. It's a situation of who can get up first, who can take advantage.
6 count by referee Mike Keener thus far, 7. Both men need to get to their feet.
And if this reaches a count out, then neither of them become Capital Wrestling Sapphire Television
Law
Champion.
on his feet. Anthony Gangone getting worked up here. Ooh. Chops. Again, that's one way to get feeling back into the hands. Dodges it. And driving Mike Law down to the mat.
Can this
Cover
be it?
1, 2. 2 count.
And Gangone digging deep. You can see something. Gangone having to make changes. He changed his ring attire. He changed his facial appearance. You know, his hairstyle. All these things, they seem like, you know, aesthetic appearances, but they're indicative of something else. Deciding that, hey, you got to change the momentum. It's no different than a batter changing, you know, a glove, or just to change anything out of desperation to just get the momentum going.
And again, those clubbing kicks to the lower back of Mike Law. Gangone now starting to take control. This has been an ebb and flow this entire match.
And look, ooh.
Striking, Mike Law will not die.
Oh.
Pump kick by Gangone. Has him up. Package knee breaker.
Could
cover.
This be it?
1, 2. 2 count only.
And a phenomenal series of moves from the one above all, Anthony Gangone.
How skilled, though, was Gangone, knowing immediately, wasting no time going for that cover, hooking the legs, trying to capitalize, but Mike Law just getting his shoulder up before the count of 3.
And again, I don't think the changes are just aesthetically done. I think there's interior changes, a psychology that's different than Gangone.
But look at Gangone still favoring that arm. You wonder how much power he can generate.
Oh, and I don't know how wise it is to use that arm to deliver the chops. Hopefully it causes more damage to Law, but I did hear Law scream, "My ribs." Maybe I misheard that, but he was shouting about his ribs. And I don't know if Gangone caught that or not. But
both men, if they were 100% before this, which they weren't, they're definitely not going to be after, as both men are putting it on the line here in our title main event.
Swinging neck breaker.
Swinging neck breaker by Mike Law. The Colossal one with a Colossal neck breaker. Springboard moonsault, cover 1, 2. 2 count only again. Could only get 2.
And again, you know, in the past I've said some negative things about Mike Law. I admit that. I freely admit that I haven't always been his biggest fan. But, you know, we need a champion to represent Capital, the Sapphire Television Champion. And with the way Juba and Smiley are our tag champs, I need somebody with some level of dignity.
Are you drawing a check from Sapphire?
I'm not drawing a check, but, you know, it's my home away from home. I got a lot of friends over there.
We should fumigate that home if you're in it. Mike Law up. Rolled through. Still staying on his feet. Ooh. Pop up, power bomb, cover 1, 2. 2 count.
And another series of maneuvers that would put any other wrestler away, but the Colossal Mike Law living up to his MO of never giving up.
Both men living on the razor's edge right now. This match can go either way at any point. Both of these men.
Look, all I can say is, you know, as the owner of this company, I can say at least the fans are getting their money's worth with this matchup, and that matters.
Now, this is what I'm talking about. If this is indicative of your ownership, then I'm okay. It's when the nonsense and the tomfoolery happen around here that I get upset. But this is a fantastic matchup right on the button. Flying
he got most of
head
it, but he
scissors
got it.
takedown.
Uh-oh.
Calling for the elbow. Ooh. And again, how many more shots can Gangone take? Inside out goes Gangone on the clothesline cover. 1, 2. 2 count only.
But Gangone is another competitor who is known to never quit.
Both men struggling to rise to their feet.
There have been times where I've said about Gangone that it's stupid of him to keep pushing and continuing in a match where he's injured. But this is a championship match. You don't know when you're going to get another opportunity at this.
These titles mean everything to both of these men. Spirit of competition, both of these men putting their bodies and their health and their safety on the line for each and every one of us watching at home. This has been a treat thus far, and we can only wonder who's going to put away who.
Right now, it's still just back and forth here.
Smartly sweeping the leg and following up with a brutal knee.
And Gangone certainly with the momentum right now.
Has to capitalize on it. Blocked by Mike Law on that shoulder, but switching arms was Gangone to deliver that clothesline.
But did he expend all the energy he has left because he's not making a cover?
Both men's tanks must be on empty right now, as both men giving their all. But wait a minute.
What's going on?
What is this?
The leader of the Danger Sanctuary.
The #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Sapphire Television Championship after winning Torneo de Nada is out here.
And I guess Timmy Danger here to scout the competition to see
Mike
who wins.
Law went for the roll-up, couldn't get it.
Ooh.
Elbow by Gangone. Went for a springboard.
Discus forearm.
Getting him up perhaps for Dreams by the Waterfall. He's got him. Went to nail it, couldn't. Counter, roll up, 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, and the new Capital Wrestling Sapphire TV Champion, Mike Law.
The Colossal Mike Law, after a fantastic matchup between both men, stands victorious as your Sapphire Television Champion, Harry.
Say what you will about the Colossal Mike Law. I can't deny that he earned this championship, without a doubt. He is the Sapphire Television Champion here at Capital Wrestling, and deservedly so.
But let's not count out the effort of Anthony Gangone in this matchup. Both of these men put everything on the line for this title opportunity.
But waiting in the wings is the #1 contender, the leader of the Danger Sanctuary, Timmy Danger, looking to capitalize. And here we go. Mike Law getting into the ring here which is his right as champion to celebrate here with the crowd in Hoboken tonight.
But Timmy Danger still looking on, motioning that he wants that title.
And he will get his opportunity because he is the #1 contender after winning the Torneo de Nada, a tournament put together by the former champion, the Memphis Mofo.
Mike Law stands victorious here.
A tremendous matchup between Gangone and Law. And I guess what's going on here?
Anthony Gangone asking for a microphone here.
I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
All right.
A month ago, I dislocated my shoulder for this very company. I shouldn't even be in this ring right now. But I didn't want to miss this opportunity to face for that championship and face Mike Law. Mike Law works his ass off, not only for this
this company for every place he works, and he deserves everyone's respect. So I'll take the loss tonight, and maybe next time that idiot won't show up, and we can do it again.
Referring, of course, to Timmy Danger.
Please, brother.
There we go. A sign of respect.
Respect being shown.
Respect from Anthony Gangone after a tremendous matchup. No shame for Anthony Gangone to come up short here. I mean, fighting injured with that damaged shoulder, but it doesn't matter.
Giving his respect after an emotional and physical matchup. Anthony Gangone saying to Mike Law, it's your time now, champ.
Regaining that championship.
And once again, the Sapphire Television Championship is Colossal.